Yup.
Ooh.
Whoa.
What?
Hello and welcome back to another episode of Let's React. I'm Kenny and this is my beautiful wife, Montana.
And today we're going to be reacting to episode 37 of HunterxHunter, Ging and Gona. All
right, so we are traveling back to Whale Island to see his aunt, and Killua's coming with.
I'm super excited to see their training now that Gona is officially a hunter and they have like a new set of things to train for, I feel like. So I'm excited to see this arc.
I'm excited for like Ging and Gona because maybe we'll learn something about Gona's father, who somehow, despite having money and able to just like repair sites for a living, still doesn't
Father of
send
the
a
year.
letter home.
What a guy.
Even when the internet exists and phones. But we'll have to see what we learn this episode. And if you're excited to see more of HunterxHunter, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe down below for episodes coming every Friday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, the next 10 episodes are all posted to Patreon and they're extended full-length forms along with all the other shows we're watching, so make sure to check that out. But are we excited for episode 37 of HunterxHunter?
Absolutely.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Dunderheads, this video was brought to you by the incredible members of the Let's React Patreon. If you want access to a ton of exclusive perks, check out the link in the description below. Have a good day, Twinkle Toes!
It's gonna be good to be home for a little bit.
Oh, for sure. Beautiful. Very sweet.
Gone! And Mito! I'm finally home. Welcome back.
And a friend.
And you must be Killua.
What? How do you?
Oh,
she's. Oh, right. Okay.
He's so excited that she knows him.
That's sweet. Well, the fact that he was already calling her like aunt.
Yeah.
Very sweet.
Home. I didn't have time to prepare.
There's just a basket of cookies ready.
Maybe not to you, but your friend just came all this way. Oh, don't worry about me. Honestly, you
Very polite house guest.
I've been worried sick.
He's gonna get to see what a good family looks like.
Yeah.
You know?
Are you listening? All right. You two go and take your baths while I finish supper. And put out all of your dirty clothes. I'll do laundry. Okay, later. Right now. You've got 10 seconds.
Aww.
2, 3.
She always like this?
5.
Pretty much. Come on, hurry up!
9.
You know, after all that fighting,
This is what I call living.
that must have been nice.
I'm sure.
Okay, let's eat.
It's like the shower after camping.
Exactly.
Nothing better. That looks incredible.
Oh, they say
they're
prayer first.
Praying? Okay.
What's going on? We're offering our gratitude.
Could have given him a heads up.
Well, let's dig in. Please, help yourself to whatever you like.
Thanks.
They're just taking a second.
All right.
Oh, I'm so glad Killua gets to do this.
Right. Just a taste of normalcy. Oh.
Wow, it looks pretty ordinary. There. Come on, what are you doing? I'm kidding. You know I wouldn't do that. Well...
He doesn't know that she wouldn't do that. All I know is that family members torture each other sometimes, so tearing a card is actually very much on the table.
Take a while? Want me to pack lunch?
It's okay. We'll find something to eat in the forest.
All right.
Okay.
I mean, he knows this place like the back of his hand.
Yeah, I trust him more than me. Oh. Look at them go.
Oh, this just
It's a
warms
beautiful
my heart.
place too, right?
We needed this after all that fighting. Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, and the same where he caught the fish.
He's teaching him how to fish.
This is the sweetest thing ever.
All the
God,
little
this
animals.
is just ideal life right here.
Where are they? It's getting late.
It's been a little while since he was last home. And it's the first time he brought a friend with him. They'll be back pretty late. I'm sure they're fine.
Yes, you're probably right.
They have their hunter he has his hunter license. He's good.
Yeah, no, exactly.
Maybe I should take some food out to them.
She's so sweet.
Totally.
Hey, Gone. So, what are you gonna do now?
Well, I think I'm gonna rest up here for a little bit while I gather all the information that I'm gonna need for when I finally go to York New City to find my dad.
Oh, I gotcha. What do you think I should do?
You should stay here too, then go to York New City with me.
I know. I am coming with you. But that isn't what I meant.
Like, what's his goal?
I was just thinking I admire you. There's nothing I want to do. You've got your thing. I don't have anything.
Interesting. Just live life
There
for
are
a
plenty
bit.
of things I
Yeah,
don't want to
be a
do, though.
kid. Come on.
Like stay in that house.
You know, like, yeah, live,
Take over the family business.
enjoy life.
I guess I'm a little bit jealous.
Killua,
Huh?
it's fun. Hanging out with you, I mean.
Hey, where did that come from?
Whale Island's an outpost. It's where fishermen stay when they're at sea a long time. Not a lot of people who live here are natives. There is a girl around my age, but I just never got to know her very well. So, you're kind of my first friend. My same age and everything.
Oh,
Yeah, I know what you mean. Being stuck in that house all day. And spending all my time learning how to kill people. You were my first real friend.
When we're together, you have fun, right?
Huh? I guess so. Yeah.
I do too, so I think we should stick together. Let's travel around and see the whole world. Just you and me.
You don't know how embarrassing you're being right now, huh?
and Kilo was like, well, that sounds kind of nice, though.
Yeah.
He didn't say no. Embarrassing is different than no.
I'll go look for my dad.
And we'll hang out the whole
You can
time.
look for something you really want to do.
Yeah. Only way to figure it out is just to go.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so fun.
You're right. Doesn't sound half bad.
Yeah.
Aw.
Fine. I'll look for something to do. But in the meantime, I'll help you find your dad. Oh. Huh? I forgot. You never told me what your mom does.
Yeah. Where is his mom? We never really thought of that.
It's
I
hard to
did
ask
assume
about my
she
dad,
died.
but asking about my mom's even harder.
Oh.
It's just that since Aunt Mito raised me all by herself, it feels weird, you know? Like it's wrong or something.
Is that how
To
it
ask?
works?
When
Yeah.
I was little, Aunt Mito told me that both my parents died in a traffic accident.
Oh.
She thought if I learned my dad was alive and a hunter, that I might end up just like he did.
Well-
So she didn't
Well,
know
not
how
knowing
right she
did the
was.
same thing.
That probably caused him to do it, was hiding it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
I
how it
guess I
goes.
kinda decided that if he was still alive somewhere, my mom must have been the one who died. That's pretty harsh. Seriously.
Dang, Gone.
Ever since then, I've thought of Aunt Mito as my mom.
Oh.
The only one I've got. So there's nothing for me to ask, and I don't need to. I see.
Ah, man. I wish I had a mom that was as cool as your Aunt Mito.
She's awesome! Even if she does nag a lot.
That's nothing.
Oh,
If I just say I
as she...
want to go outside, my mom immediately starts crying. No kidding. She gets hysterical and everything.
Oh.
That must have meant the world to
That's
her.
got to be so validating.
I wonder if she'll tell him the truth now that she knows what he's
How
assuming.
he feels, yeah.
That's kind of perfect.
Mm-hmm.
What a face she had. That was
Yeah.
so heartwarming scene, but also
Totally.
heartbreaking in a few ways.
Yes.
long will you two be staying here?
Maybe about a month. And after that, I'm thinking about going to look for my dad.
Always dreaded the day.
Oh.
What's that?
A memento?
It's something Ging left with me.
What?
He asked me to give this to you when you became a hunter.
Can it only open with Nen?
Oh,
Dad,
smart.
For me?
If you want, I'll tell you all I know about Ging.
Okay, nice. That's what we need.
Yeah.
A lore drop here.
Well, Gon, Ging is my cousin. My first memory of him is actually of his back. I ran after him everywhere he went. I think I was about 3.
Wait, his cousin married
I was
her sister?
Or is it her cousin married another woman that she doesn't really know?
I guess I had assumed that Gon's mother was Aunt Mito's sister.
Yeah, I guess not.
Looking back on it now, it feels like all I ever did was try to keep up with him.
Just like
When he was
Gon.
just 12 years old, Ging left the island and took the hunter exam, same as you.
With the fishing pole?
Out of nowhere,
Wow.
he just said
In the
he was
photo we had
leaving.
on.
Mm-hmm.
But when I asked him why, all he said was, "There's something I want." But then
Wonder what he
never
wants.
actually told me
Yeah.
what it was he wanted. I never got to see Ging again before he packed up and left.
Originally, you were told your parents died in a traffic accident, right? That was actually what happened to Mito's parents.
Oh.
Oh.
It happened not long after Ging left the island.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
After that, Jing's dad went on a fishing trip and then just mysteriously disappeared.
Oh.
In the end, I lost both of my sons in a very short time.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's awful.
This is so tragic.
Mm-hmm.
Ging eventually returned to the island nearly 10 years later.
When he did, he was carrying you with him. You were still just a little baby.
And just gave him?
He just showed up, completely out of the blue, and asked us to take care of you for a while.
So his mom could totally still be
I asked him
alive.
about your mother, but all he would say is they were separated.
Oh.
And right when I was about to agree to take you, all
I
of a
cannot
sudden he started
stand
yelling, "Are you crazy?" Just like that.
this dad.
I knew we couldn't rely on Ging to raise you by himself. Anyway, we really don't know anything about your mother.
Mito
So she
even
very well,
yelled,
she's out
"Don't
there.
you ever
Yeah.
Come back here!" And she was crying and everything.
Please, Grandma! Where was I? Oh yes, that's when Ging left this little box with us.
Use your Nen.
Yes.
This girl,
Don't you think?
she tried to throw it away so many times.
Well, I wouldn't have had to if someone didn't keep putting it back right where it was every time.
if you really wanted to get rid of it, you wouldn't have tossed it in a trash can. You'd have burned it or buried it at least.
You understand?
It's a lot to process.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much it. That's every last thing I know about Ging freaks.
Ging. Ging, huh?
I mean, is that... Yeah, that sounds better. Ging. Aunt Mito, tell me more about him. What was Ging like when he was little?
Oh.
Sorry. Does it sound weird for me to use his name? It just felt more natural, I guess. No, that's not it.
Yeah, because he's not your dad.
You want to hear what he was like as a child? Yes!
That's interesting, yeah, to like define that it wasn't really his
Did Ging have
dad.
any other
Yeah.
friends here? Like his age? Not really. The only kids around here were myself and your father. Of course, I was always practically begging him to go and play with me. But when I did, he would just run off. You'd follow him, and you'd get lost every time. Really? Thanks. We can always count on you, Grandma. You'd follow Ging way up into the mountains, but then you wouldn't return. The whole village would panic when Ging came back by himself, and it happened many times. But when we would all go off into the mountains to search, Jean would always be the first to find you without fail. It didn't matter where you were hiding.
He's a hunter.
It happened so often, people started to wonder if it wasn't you and Jean's idea of a little prank. What? I would never do something like
It does
that.
sound like it if he finds her
Yeah.
every
Maybe
time.
not, but you were always hiding in places none of us would ever think to look. It was almost like you didn't want to be found. I don't remember that.
You remember that.
Mm. He does look like Gon.
Yeah. That's a pretty obscure spot.
Yeah, right?
Was that really how it was?
You remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that reminds me of another time that Jean and
Okay, so what do you make of what we learned in that scene?
Wow. I mean, the idea of spending most of your childhood thinking you're an orphan, and then thinking, okay, but my dad's alive though, and then finding out that both of your parents are alive, that's
Could be.
Yeah,
Well, they said separate, so yeah.
yeah,
very well
like he
are.
didn't say she was dead. That would be a very important specification. I mean, she might have died since, but like last time he saw her, so plot-wise, she's probably still alive.
Yeah.
I'm really curious to see how he's going to process that. His aunt seems wonderful, just like a really loving, supportive person.
Yeah. Now I'm wondering what's in this box.
Right? Because I'm assuming they would have opened it if they were able to, which makes me think that it's like
Really? You think they
Nen
would?
specific. Oh, yeah.
Huh. I was wondering whether they would have honored it as just something for Gon when he's ready.
If
was
that
gonna
were
throw
true,
it
she
away,
wouldn't have
yeah.
thrown it away and
That's
found it a
true.
bunch of
I
times.
don't
I think it was
know.
just a memento, and then he just left forever, and they were like, okay, what do we do with this metal cube?
I wonder what's in it. What if it's like
Maybe
his hunter card?
mementos. Yeah.
And it's like, I didn't even need it to do all the stuff I'm doing?
Yeah. Maybe a letter. I don't know. He doesn't really seem like he gives a shit, so I guess we'll see.
We'll see.
This is the box, huh? Let's see. How do you open this thing?
I tried a whole bunch of things, but it wouldn't even budge.
Mind if I use a bit of force?
Go ahead.
All right.
And he's really strong.
Yeah. No one's thinking to use
No
Nen?
use. This thing's not normal. I could twist open a regular steel box, no problem.
Yeah.
How about the magic thing we just learned about?
Your dad told Aunt Mito she was only supposed to give you this after you became a hunter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
So use Nen.
Not till you had become a hunter. Huh. Whoa.
Oh, did part of the
Wait a
corner
Did he
come off?
notice Nen on it? Hey, use Yo.
Got it! There's still one thing we haven't tried yet. What's something you have now that you didn't have before you were a hunter?
Hey, you're right. My hunter license. Except
Nen.
there's no opening for the card. So that can't be it.
No, not that. I meant
Classic
no.
enhancer.
Dumbass. Imagine all the things just like slide open.
Yeah. Yup.
Ooh.
Whoa.
What?
Inside, another
A
box?
toy?
What is
Oh.
it? Does it open a new level every time he learns a new skill?
Regular steel plates.
What's on the back though?
They're imbued with
Writing.
something.
What is it?
That design.
The music's haunting.
Oh. Not really? Should it?
I know. This looks just like the pattern on
Oh.
the promise thread Mr. Wing gave me.
Interesting.
Goodness.
So it's a way to imbue something with
Promise
Nen.
was designed to snap if Nen was ever used.
Oh, and the box
Yeah.
unravels when it's
Bet
used.
you this pattern holds a power similar to Nen.
And it looks like maybe the card goes in here.
Whoa.
Stop. Oh, that's cool.
There is a spot for the card.
Wow.
It worked.
Bingo!
Whoa.
A
ring
tape?
and a cassette tape.
And a memory card?
Oh, I love this.
And the ring also has the magic on it.
That pattern's on the back of the ring, too. You should be real careful before you try putting it on. You think Jean would try to do something to me?
No, he's only gonna help him.
I'm sorry.
Well,
How do you figure?
We can start by listening to the cassette.
Because, like, there's no abject reason to just intentionally... Maybe
He already abandoned his child.
Being like, here's the one thing you can give him when he's ready, and it's a trap is crazy. I don't know if he'd do that. Writing-wise, I don't see it.
It seems unlikely, but the idea of, why would he do something bad for his child?
Ding, 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 ding. The sentence. I was like,
too late.
Why would he
We have
trap
passed
him?
that already.
Okay.
Would he ever do something to hurt me?
We can start by
Yup.
listening to the cassette tape.
That's a good call.
Yes.
Oh, can you copy it first?
Yeah, sure. But why?
Better safe than sorry.
Maybe like listen once and destroy is a function on it?
Yeah. Probably not going to work to copy it. Seems like his dad's probably a master Nin user. That's going to fuck it up.
Hey, Gon. So you became a hunter too, huh? Anyway, I have a question for you. Do you want to see me?
It was the first time
Whoa.
Wow.
he ever heard his father's voice.
That's crazy.
It felt to him like Jean was reading his mind and getting right to the point.
Whoa.
Huh.
And that is where we are left for this episode of Hunter x Hunter. What are your first thoughts?
Not a son, I'm proud of you for passing the hunter exam. No, I hope you're well and I'm sorry for leaving you. It's me,
But also
all about me.
But he did say it was like he was reading his mind and said exactly what he wanted to. So my thought is, what if he has an advanced technique that somehow imbues his tape to be, when it's played, it transmits to him, and he can literally speak through it and read Gon's mind. Dads in anime are notoriously extremely powerful. So I'm just wondering if this is like, I'm imagining like, if you access 10% more of your brain, then like you are a certain level above a monkey. And if you go above that, then there could be aliens looking at us that we can't even see them. You know, like I'm imagining some crazy power.
Okay.
What do you think? No?
No, I think he's just shitty.
But you think that he just predicted exactly what Gon wanted to hear at that moment?
No, I think anything that he said, Gon would be like, oh my god, that's exactly what I wanted to hear from my dad.
We've heard beforehand that's what Gon wants, though. But also, I suppose you want to see me is a pretty classic thing you want from your dad.
Okay. It's like, oh, I'm going to read your mind.
I bet.
I'm your dad.
You want to meet me, huh?
Did I hit the nail on the head? Am I a mind reader?
I am a mastermind.
Please.
I don't have any way of knowing how much time will pass before you listen to this tape. I figure it'll be at least 10 years. There's one thing that will never change.
I'll always be the guy I am.
Whoa. What?
Oh.
A beast?
What's
He's on a beast
happening
on top
there?
of a beast that can fly.
Not a son, I'm proud of you for passing the hunter exam. No, I hope you're well and I'm sorry for leaving you. It's me.
But you think that he just predicted exactly what Gon wanted to hear at that moment?
No, I think anything that he said, Gon would be like, oh my god, that's exactly what I wanted to hear from my dad.
We've heard beforehand that's what Gon wants, though. But also, I suppose you want to see me is a pretty classic thing you want from your dad.
Okay. It's like, oh, I'm going to read your mind.
I bet.
I'm your dad.
You want to meet me, huh?
Did I hit the nail on the head? Am I a mind reader?
I am a mastermind.
Please.
I'm Gona and Killua, and this is our Hunipedia. Today we're introducing Aunt Mito. She raised me, so she'll
The goat.
always be my mom as far as I'm concerned. I
Oh,
really wish I
very
had a mom
sweet.
like Aunt Mito. She's the best, but she does nag a whole lot.
I thought maybe at some point he'd go, well, she can kind of be your mom. Like, she took on me. I'm not really
Yeah,
your son.
she's...
But each time he was like, yeah, she's awesome.
Yeah.
But thank you for watching, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below if you enjoyed that episode and are excited for more episodes of Hunter x Hunter coming every Friday and Sunday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you can't wait and want to see these episodes right now, they are all posted at Patreon in their extended full-length forms. It's also a great way to support us as creators and keep the channel going, so make sure to check that out. That is where we're left for episode 37 of Hunter x Hunter. We have a lot to discuss, but before we do that, where are we headed?
All right, let's review.
Thank you for watching. For now, we're going to go to questions given to us by our amazing Patreon members. If you want to ask us questions we answer after every episode we watch, join the link in the description below and start asking. For now, let's go to question 1. Question 1. Chris Collier and Maddie G asks, what are your expectations from the gifts from Ging? What do you think Jing's message will be, and what do you think will be the remainder of Jing's recording? So a ring, a tape, and like a bracelet, was it? Or no, it was a SD card.
A card.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we thinking the ring has powers or is just kind of a memento?
So the logic goes that if Gone is an enhancer, I assume his father is an enhancer. And what if he imbued this ring with a power that enhances Gone's specific energy signature? Like, what if it's a booster or something?
Interesting.
Or if it's something that identifies things that Ging has left along the way, and if he puts the ring up to it, it will activate, because that leaves a way for him to continuous, like, what if there's more tapes around the world or something?
Yeah.
Like, if you want to get to me, you have to go through these ways. Like,
I was thinking maybe something that, like, will kind of guide him, like he wears it and it pulls him to like a meeting point or something.
Pulls him narrative wise, I think so.
Yeah.
And like maybe literally,
something
but
like directionally specific with the ring.
So, and then the card, I wonder what that is. Like the computer or something.
It definitely wasn't his old hunter license.
No. He said it was like he said it sounded technological the way. Yeah, I forget the exact wording, but I think it was something that goes in a computer. I don't know, but I'm also curious what the rest of this recording's gonna be.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, maybe him pleading his case a little bit, but he doesn't really give the vibe from the, 2 seconds we've heard from him that he's like particularly sorry for how he handled this situation, so maybe not.
It seems he has a plan of some kind.
Right.
And because the way that it was also phrased is, can you hold on to him for a bit? And I wonder whether he's like a scenario. Ging is this incredible hunter and it's incredibly dangerous around him. He wants to have his son with him, but knows that his life is too dangerous to have going with him if he's not a hunter. Mm-hmm. So he specifically set up a scenario where he'd be raised the first 12 years of his life, get his hunter's license, go find him, and then they can hang out together because he's strong enough to actually do the things that Jing's doing.
Interesting.
Like, I feel like like maybe his like thought was, I can't spend the first number of years raising him and not being a hunter because he does some level of hunting that he can't just put aside, and that maybe that's his like terrible father plan, like
he was trying to keep him safe from his dad's life,
because he said keep him for a while, not
I don't know. I feel like we're giving him way too much credit because it just sounds...
Well, I'm just going off of that one line. Mm-hmm. Doesn't that sound like it could be that he just meant, I don't want this child, but why leave something behind?
It just sounds like a guy without a plan.
But he left something behind. He left the box with all the items. Like, that's a plan. You get what I mean? Like, he had to record that. He had to get the ring. He had to get the card. Like, there are several components to this.
I was more specifically saying that, like, I'll come back later. Like, that's not... You need way more specificity.
And that's why I'm combining it with the cube that he also left.
Yeah.
That specific wording is the basis to my theory.
All right.
But, I mean, I don't even know if they know this in the anime. In the manga, I don't know if I told you this, Hunter x Hunter famously isn't finished, and like the manga.
Oh, wow.
And
okay.
It's because the writer, due to health reasons, can't continue for now.
Oh, damn.
But there's been always hope of a comeback, but it's a bit like George R.R. Martin with Game of Thrones.
Gotcha. I see.
But anyway, yeah, I want to know more about them, the things. And in terms of the recording, I hope at some point he says he's proud of Gone or something. But I think...
So you're a hunter, huh? Moving on. Sorry?
Right.
Okay.
I suffered for that, but okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but the rest of the recording, he's definitely going to provide him with like the first step to get to him. It's not going to be like, this is where I am.
Yeah, for sure.
Or maybe it will be. Maybe it'll be like, this is where I am, and there's just a shit ton of stuff he has to go through.
But he recorded it however many years in the past. So I think it's going to be more of a like, these are the steps you can take to figure out where I am currently, not meet me here, because he wouldn't know where he would be when Gon finds out. Unless
Maybe
he
he
knows
would.
that he's going to be in one exact specific location for the rest of his
Maybe
life.
he knows that there's a certain continent that he is in and will be in, and it's the most dangerous one. And then
the whole continent?
Yeah, and maybe we learned that Gon's father was the first to find his cousin every single time. Maybe he's such a good hunter that if Gon gets in an approximate location, he'd be able to detect him.
Interesting.
We'll see.
All right.
But that's my hope. Let's go to our second question. Question 2. GDog88 asks, what do you think of Gon and Killua's goals compared to other anime protagonists? Gon wants to find his father, and Killua doesn't really have one yet.
I think it's a nice change. I mean, find a parent, like find a lost family member, isn't necessarily a super unique plot motivator.
To meet for the first time is a bit
That's
new.
true. That component makes it unique.
And at his age.
Also true. And then also the idea that like career-wise, he wants to exactly emulate the person that he's trying to find, and also just kind of find out more about his backstory. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
But I think Killua's motivation, I think, is probably the coolest, just because like growing up the way he did and kind of breaking free from that and kind of like uncultifying himself and just kind of sitting in the like, I don't really know what I want to do, who I am, what drives me. And so I'm just going to kind of let myself figure it out without pressure. I think that's awesome. I think everyone could stand to do a bit more of that.
Especially given his backstory. Yeah, like he needs some time to just decide, because if kill's the only thing you've been told, you really don't have the mental faculties to figure out what you want to do.
Literally.
Like, make a few more friends, do some...
Take a beat,
go
talk
like
to
do
people.
a pottery class.
Informational
like,
interviews,
like,
totally. Exactly. Be a kid.
Exactly.
Dig in the dirt.
Yes, like Montessori school.
Literally, bake some bread.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes, so I'm hoping for Killua to find what he wants to do eventually, but I'm happy that he doesn't have to define it right now.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's nice when characters have defined goals, but like when they have a defined reason to not have a goal, that's also super interesting.
Well, and I also love that he's not mad at himself for it.
Yeah.
Like, it would be so easy to be like, I'm directionless and confused and so sad and that's it, but kind of taking the mentality of just like, all right, I'm gonna give myself grace and figure it out later.
Totally.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Do that.
And I'm hoping that he figures it out eventually. And I bet
And
he
he
will.
will.
But for anime
Rue's
protagonists,
here.
yeah, it's a great combo. And I love that they're just best friends traveling the world. And I can't wait to see what goes up next for them. But let's go to our final question. Final question. Fernina asks, what are your thoughts on the series so far? Has anything about HunterxHunter surprised you or gone in a direction you didn't expect when you first started watching it?
I really enjoy the show so far. I think the biggest surprise has been how long they've taken kind of explaining what exactly is going on. And then the way they've categorized it so generally when it's so varying across the board. Like if there had been like 6 different schools that people went to in My Hero depending on the genre that their power fell into, I feel like that would be really, really interesting. And that's kind of what HunterxHunter has done.
Yeah, the way the power system has manifested leaves so much open-ended stuff, and I just can't wait to see. Yeah, I think the series, its ability to take its time and really delve into the characters without this impending doom plot in the background.
Yes.
Like, I don't see really an impending doom plot manifesting.
What's the timeline?
Yeah, like there's no
before this full moon or the entire country blows up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So I'm loving that approach to it, and like having just like, it feels very, it's not our world, but it feels like a real world that we're watching, which I just really enjoy. And like I feel like something about My Hero that like I wanted was to like have freshman year and sophomore year and junior year and senior year and then the final battle. And I feel like this is setting out this course where it's going to take its time and take us through like time skips and grow them up throughout the course of it. And I'm wondering if like eventually we'd have this just really well-rounded like saga almost. Like I feel like it's setting a wide berth, wider than any show I think we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And I just really am enjoying the little aspects of the world that it's given to us. It has such a distinct feel to it that isn't our world, but like it fits within the confines that it's describing. And I just really enjoy all the little lore pieces that we get here and there in terms of how this world operates, and it's like unique language and the way people act because of like Nen and everything. Like and then Nen itself, like you said, super unique power system, and like I'm just
amorphous.
Yes, and I feel like a lot of the other power systems we've seen were inspired by this.
Totally.
So I'm wondering if the original has like some tricks up its sleeve or the best parts of all the other ones, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, loving the series thus far. Oh, and in terms of characters, love the characters, and they make like really interesting choices, and like we've been wrong a lot of times because they really go against your expectations, but it fits into their characters, which is just good writing.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see more of that, but that is where we're left for episode 37 of Hunter x Hunter. Are we excited for episode 38?
Can't wait.
All right, let's get it.
Let's go.